Good day, students. Once again, I am Ma'am Liza, your teacher in English 8. Now, we are in Lesson 8 of Quarter 1. I hope you will all listen to our discussion for this week. So, here are our objectives. First, we need to define irony, and then assess the effects of prejudice on people, and then cite the similarities and differences among types of irony. Last time we discussed about telephone conversation, a story wherein it has a lot of racial discrimination. So now I'll be discussing about irony. It is a figurative language used to cast light on the absurdness of basing one's perception of a person's character on skin color. It is the use of words to mean something that is the opposite of its literal meaning. It may be an event of a situation that occurred in contrast with what is expected to happen. It is a figure of speech that shows the contrast or distinction between reality and appearance. So we have three kinds of irony. The first one we have verbal, situational, and dramatic irony. So we'll be discussing this one by one. So when we say verbal irony, it refers to a contradiction or an inconsistency between what is said and what is meant. It is unintentionally used by a speaker in a conversation to mean the opposite of what he or she intends to express. Verbal irony is commonly expressed in a form of simile or metaphor. For example, hard like cotton. So we all know that cotton is not that hard. As fast as a turtle. As safe as a poisonous snake. Calm like a hungry baby. Verbal irony follow utterances. So for example, I'm so excited to do my 300-page book report. This is what you say whenever you are given a long assignment. So who among you are excited to be given a 300-page book report? Next, wow, thanks for considering my time. So after waiting for a friend who's late. It's really cold in here. This is what you're gonna say while sweating. So these are all verbal irony. Next, we have situational irony. It occurs when an event happens contradictory to what is expected to occur. For situational irony to occur, the reader must be convinced that a certain event is unlikely to happen. This type of irony makes stories interesting because the twist that usually occurs in the final resolution of the story surprises the readers. The following utterances are common examples of situational irony. Number one, the students taught the teacher a lesson. So how come the student taught the teacher a lesson? It should be otherwise. The ambulance was caught in an accident. The victim was accused of obstruction of justice. A couple wanting a marriage annulment discovered they still love each other. Next, we have dramatic irony. This kind of irony is being used in stories such as plays, novels, and movies. It is characterized by a situation in which the audience knows something about the story that the characters are not aware of. The words and action of the characters may contradict what the audience expects to happen. Here Here are the example stories that use dramatic irony. From Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. Believing Juliet to be dead, Romeo killed himself. Finding Romeo dead, Juliet killed herself too. Another one, from The Gift of Magi by O. Henry. In order to buy her husband a pocket watch chain, the wife cut and sold their hair. Meanwhile, the husband, wanting to buy her wife a gift, sold his watch to buy her a hair accessories. So, I hope you understand the three kinds of irony. Again, number one is verbal irony. Next is situational irony. And then another one is dramatic irony. So for this week's activity that you must be submitted on Wednesday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., so you get your book and then answer activity 4 in Integrated English for Effective Communication on page 58 to 59. So again, activity 4 on your book on page 58 to 59. So again, you should answer on your book. Always remember to write your name and your section. Thank you, grade 8.